Hey everyone, I have Daniel Godwin-Parker here. He's in the Cairo niche, specifically in the UK at the moment, but you are probably going to move to the US pretty soon, right?
I got a couple US actually,
Oh, you
like
got
five,
okay,
six
great.
US,
Well, when
but
we first
mainly
started
Cairo,
together,
UK.
you were doing UK, right?
Yep.
And then obviously now you're moving to the US, which is awesome. Thank you so much for jumping on here and agreeing to do this. Obviously you've been call center mastery for 6 months now. How long's it been?
It was Jan. It's almost. It's actually like seven. No, no,
7?
no,
No, it's more than that.
no.
10.
It's like
It's
yeah, it's
January.
ten.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's 10.
January.
Yeah, it's Jan.
Love
Yeah,
that.
so no, it's nine because we're just at the Starbucks. So
9
yeah,
months, dude.
yeah,
It's been incredible. Give me and anyone watching this a really quick kind of background on you, how you got into this. Just give me a quick kind of overview.
sure. Yeah, I can also maybe I'll go into like how we met as well because I think that's a funny story.
Yeah, go
Um,
for it, dude. Just say
Cool.
everything. Absolutely.
So yeah, hello. I am Dan. I run, as Aaron said, a Cairo agency, and yeah, majority UK. We got 33 active clients in the UK, and then we
Just nice.
have five. Well, some of them are in onboarding, but the rest are like started in the US. We are mainly focused with the UK to be fair, but we have like a couple US clients just because of our
Yeah.
operational complexity. But yeah, been working in this niche specifically for 2.5 years. I did actually do a little niche hop for 6 months and then hopped back, which Aaron did pull me up on, which he he's laughing about right now, which was very very stupid. But sometimes you just have to learn the lesson, like get hit in the face to learn the lesson. So that was me. So yeah, don't niche hop anyone. Definitely don't have two niches at the same time because you can just do both badly. So that was
That
the
was
thing.
so funny, man. When you reached out to me, you were like, "Yeah, I think I'm good." I think it was like, was it HVAC you started or home improvement or something? You
It was like
started.
kitchen, yeah, like the classic like
Yeah.
kitchen and bathrooms.
And you were like, "Yeah, I've got a kitchen client. I think I'm just gonna do both niches." And I was like, "Dude, I was like, I don't know what I've got to tell you, but don't do it." And you're like, "It's all right. I'm gonna give it a go." I was like, "All right, well." And I think I actually said to you on the voice note, I was like, "Some people need to get burnt themselves, you know. Like, it's absolutely fine. Like, it's your company." That's the beautiful thing about all this stuff is like, whenever I tell people, well, I don't tell people to do things. Whenever I advise people and stuff, I always say to them at the end, I'm like, "But you know what? The beautiful thing about this is, it's your company. Like, if you, there are lots of times where I'll take advice from people and I don't agree with the advice. I'm like, because this is a kind of a side note to the testimonial, but this is kind of
Oh,
good.
we should have a chat.
Yeah, yeah,
Go
no, no,
waffle.
this is good for everyone else watching. It's like no one's got better context on your life than you have. So there are some times where someone gives you advice on something and they don't have the context that you have. And so like, yes, that advice might be good for their life and their context of their life. And obviously that's the whole thing of mentorship. It's like you're trying to match up your experience with theirs and to give them the context, they can give you the advice because they know more than you essentially, right? But sometimes they're missing key context which you have because it's your life. And so, you know, it's that's a
I
beautiful
think
thing.
it's one of the differences between like listening to a podcast and then joining a coaching program. It's
Mm.
like and then one-on-one mentorship. I don't have one-on-one with really anyone really, but when I join coaching programs, I join loads of coaching calls. So I get the owner or the coaches, they get a lot of context on my business. So they can as it's like a positive feedback loop, they get more
So
context and more
such a good
questions.
point.
So that's something that I found to be really beneficial, which is like completely like side tangent. But it's very, very true. So that's why like podcasts aren't they can give you like lots of information, but then you have to have the discernment of like what you
That's
can take
so
and what you
true.
don't. So
Yeah.
it makes it a bit more
That,
tricky.
that is that no, that's spot on, man. And you did like you joined a lot of the coaching calls at the beginning, which is great. I love that, right? Like you joined pretty much every call to begin with. And obviously I do the calls every day. And so it's just it really helps. I'm actually curious, like how this is I would don't normally ask this, but how good do you think them having the coaching call every day, do you think it's really beneficial or do you not think it's that needed?
No, yeah, it's very, very good. Like especially because now you got you and Christian once a day as well, or like Christian
Mm.
sometimes is twice. So
Yeah.
it's because it's tech problems is usually what you're going to come. It's very this is very like hands on. It's not mindset and like woo woo shit. It's just like
That's exactly it. Yeah, I didn't think
it's
yeah,
just
you're
like
right.
cracking on. So it's
There's
like
no
when you have a
mindset.
problem, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I've got a call like in 3 hours. That's fine. I'll just jump on and get that sorted. Then block out the time. Done. Rather than like if you had like 1 or 2 a week, it'd be an absolute nightmare. Whereas you can just like usually you can get on a call with someone within 100% 12 hours. But usually with me, like you'll notice it in the morning because I'm in the UK time zone, and then there's like 1 or 2 calls that I can jump on later on in the day, which I found
Yeah.
really really helpful.
Yeah. That
Especially
is that
Christian's ones.
yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are finding Christian helpful as well because I was starting to become the bottleneck with it, right? Like I was doing all the tech help, everything, and obviously I tried to hire like a VA who can do like tech stuff and like she's okay she's very good at stuff that that you tell her what to do, but in terms of her problem solving, that's the bit where and that's why I hired Christian. 'Cause obviously in the US, he's a lot more into everything. He used to have an agency himself, that kind of stuff. But yeah, give me a quick overview as well. Like what was happening before? So before CCM, I know your beautiful girlfriend Francesca was
Oh,
doing the
yeah,
calls, right?
you mean that on the inside or the outside, mate?
She was doing all the stuff, right? And so
Yeah.
how was that going? What was happening there?
Um, yes. Yeah, when we joined, well, even like for a while, like 2 months ago, she was still doing it, sort of.
Mm,
Um, and then like now we've got like a full team of ISAs, which we'll go into. But yeah, we it was like pipeline stages and go high level, drag it along. Oh shit, it's gone back to the other one. Oh, this is a mess. Write a note, and then it's just like no system at all. She was in it just like every single client. We were also like traveling at the same time. Like speed to lead must have been like 12 hours or something. Um, no tracking on it at all. Like we actually still really got good client results, but since now like coming into this because we were just like digital nomads at the time, it was now it's like really ramped up client results massively.
yeah.
And yeah, it was she really hated doing that because she was like she owns half the business, but she was literally just an ISA, which meant
Mm,
her motivation towards the business was really low. Like since she's now managing, because she manages all of like she should probably be here to be honest, but I built out the system, but she manages all the ISAs, and so it's completely changed how she sees the business. Now she really feels like a co-founder, and she puts a lot on. Like she probably works 3 4 hours more a day than she used to because of how much more
nice.
motivating it is for her feeling like she's actually doing something rather than just like the mundane task.
Yeah.
Outsourced that. Like since being able to have a team to do it, that amount of time that she's freed up, it's just really good. And results haven't dipped at all really. It's been very similar, and all our teams like within their first 2 months. So because the system's very robust. Like speed to leads improved massively, dials per lead's really good. Which yeah, back then it was just like there was no system, no tracking, no nothing.
And that's the problem as well. Like a lot of the time, I'd love to dive into the numbers and be like, "What was you doing before? What were you doing there?" But like most people don't have the numbers before. They're like, "I don't know." Like I was just kind of winging it on Go High Level and just doing some stuff here and there. Had no idea like what my speed speed was. What my booking rates. Obviously, people most of the time they do track, but even some agencies don't even track that stuff, which is crazy. And I guess that she's also got not only is she working more now, but she has a lot more time as well because she's not doing the calling herself, right?
That's why we've been able to grow really quickly recently because she's just now been able to put that into high leverage stuff. Like doing ISA is what $8 an hour task or
Yeah,
something like that.
exactly,
So
exactly.
now she's put that time, like she's now becoming a CSM, she's like a call center manager. Like she just handles all client fulfillment stuff, which is amazing. It means I can just like completely focus on sales and like the high level operation side of things, which
Love
means that
that.
we've really split it up nicely. It means
Yeah,
we're moving extremely fast.
yeah, that's so good.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that time has just helped so much and she's just leveling up so quickly like
Mm,
extremely fast, like how much she's like like skills she's learning as well, which is really good. But she just has so much context on the business, but being able to like free up that headspace is really good, which is what you want to do in business. You're just delegating, and that's what we do with all our team members because we don't just have CSRs, we have tech person, media buyers. So it's just like freeing up time and headspace from me and Francesca so that we can work on the high leverage stuff that only we can do for now.
yeah, I love that. That's so good. What was the activation point in terms of you wanting to join CCM? Because I know we spoke a little bit before and kind of going back and forth. And I remember in January you just hit me up. You're like, I want to join. I was like, all right, great. Like, let's get you in. Can you remember like what triggered you to want to get in?
Yeah. Uh, so I think like I just moved extremely fast. I didn't realize that I wanted to because I was actually going because at the time I literally had decided okay I'm going to double down on chiropractors 2 days before I joined. I was like okay. Now I looked at the numbers and I was like okay if we're going to get this to 100K a month, which is the goal we're going towards right now,
Yep.
we need to have the calling in place. So we're going to have to because we weren't even sure before that like a year like a month. If you had asked me a month before what we were going to do, might be traveling, just being nomads, make 10 20K a month, something like that. But then I was like, okay, we're going to double down on this. I was like, I'm going to build a proper business here. So I was like, okay, I need to crack the calling. And I was in
Mm,
Easy Grow at the time.
yep.
I'm not in Easy Grow currently, but and you were a coach, but I'd also known you from before there. We haven't gone into that story yet. Maybe we'll touch on it in a minute. But you were a coach, and I was like, okay, I could piece together watching all of Aaron's coaching calls back and like try and piece it together, or I could just pay it now and pay with money, not time. I was just like, okay. 2 days later, I messaged you. I was like, yeah, let's just go. And then boom, I got access, and then I just started cracking on. And it was like, I think about it, and it's like to build this system out on my own. Like, it took you like 2, 3 years, right? So just like you just like boom, you just collapse time massively. You just get like the best system in your business. You can outcompete anyone. It's a massive moat. You just like whoop. And so in a month or two later, with a bit of hard work, I learned so much as well just about make, which has helped me in other parts of the business as well, and just automation, spreadsheets, all this stuff. Which maybe it's not all it's very necessary. Like automation, like if you really want to build a systemized business, you have to be able to automate stuff. And this is where I built that foundational skill because you don't just like it's not done for you, it's done well with you, I guess. So you teach us all the skills so then we can build systems like this ourselves, which is really, really valuable, like
Yeah,
extremely valuable.
even with like the reporting and stuff as well, right? It's like once you know how to plug it all into like it's so. I had a guy the other day comment in on one of the posts in the group, and he was like, he said something like you're underselling this. Like I didn't understand what this was before I joined, and now I've joined. Like I would have like he was kind of on the fence when he joined, and he was like, if I knew that you were going to teach us all this stuff, I would have like yeah, absolutely. This is like an absolute no-brainer, you know. People, and it's so hard for me to like explain to people that it's not just call center. Like you're learning way more than that, you know. But it's hard to like show that in an ad or like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like one of those things. It's like you kind of sell people what they want. They think they just need that, but you just get so much more out of it. But I think it's just business as well. Like usually you provide a lot more value than like that's kind of the point of it, right? You've given me way more value than what I've paid you, and
Yeah,
that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. It's just how it is.
yeah.
It's
How you
just
level? That's
yeah.
how it's how life works, right? Like you pay for something and you get more back for the money that you paid, and then you just keep compounding that over and over and over again. And there will be some people that you work with that you find aren't that good, and it wasn't that great, right? And then you learn from that and you keep going. Um, yeah. What kind of fears or worries did you have like before jumping in? Was there anything that was in the back of your mind that you're like, oh, if this doesn't work, that I don't know. Is there anything you're worried about?
Maybe money. Like in terms of the because me and you, I had like a shit ton of rapport, no like and trust with you. Like I'd been on your coaching calls in Easy Grow. We'd known each other from even before I joined Easy Grow.
Yep.
So in terms of that, I wasn't really worried, but it was more like because at the time I we were making I think about 10K a month sort of range. Um, and we just didn't we had like enough to get it to start, but it was a bit tight. And so it's just like money was probably the main thing. But like
Yeah.
when you figure like once you figure it out, it's just one of those things you just need to like if you can get past that barrier, then you can just like massively collapse the time and you'll just be miles ahead of everyone else that's trying to like figure this out. There's probably someone out there right now that's like watching your YouTube videos that's trying to like piece this together. And it's just like you just can't like why would you do that? Because it just takes so long. It's a waste of time. Someone's already done it. But you don't have to figure things out for the first time. Um, when you're trying to like, we're not going to Mars, right? You don't have to figure things out for the first time. So yeah, the
Yeah.
main thing was like just as long as I could figure out the money, I had a lot of confidence and yeah, it's been so helpful from there. So yeah, nothing too like I wasn't fearful about like if you go through key like I knew the product was good, value was good, money was the one, then timing was good. I go through all the objection handling stuff. Partner was good. I actually had to do a bit of convincing to Francesca. She was like, "Are you sure? Like, why don't we just piece it together?" So there's maybe like a little bit of value. Like we should maybe you could piece it together by watching Aaron's coaching calls back, but you wouldn't be able to piece this together.
I I I know everyone talks about how like you should just give value as much as you can. I do give obviously value in the free stuff, but like I'm not gonna give away like the core of it in any free like just that's what people are paying for. It's not fair on you guys, right? If I was to like put all this stuff on you, because then I might as well just put it all on YouTube and be like, oh look, this is what my free stuff's like. What imagine what my pay stuff's gonna be like. And they're like, no, this is your pay stuff. It's like it's kind of weird, right? And with the payment plan, like with the payments, like that's why we do payment plans, right? Like I'm always happy to try and get people in because I know that if someone gets in and they do commit, like yourself, and they actually work through it, I know for a fact it's gonna work and it's gonna be incredible results. So we're very flexible with that kind of stuff as well. So yeah,
Yeah, you did that for me as well. That's why
yeah,
we were able to do it.
yeah, exactly. And what how hard did you find to? Obviously, you say it's pretty technical. How hard did you find to build it all out?
Saying that I like had no technical experience at all with this, I would say it wasn't that hard. It was very like it's pretty much copy and paste sort of stuff. But then you were like getting taught the reasoning behind it. Like I never had to figure anything out. I had to join a few coaching calls. Oh, this test it. But like as long as you put it's just more about a time investment. Like actually, like technically, you will be definitely able to figure it out. But you just need to put the time into it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And once it's done, then it's done, and then it can just it's a very scalable system.
Yeah. Yeah, so that and with the videos, like you would have noticed, I try my best to not just give you stuff, but actually explain why this works the way it works, why this formula is used here and not here, or because then you can then, and even when you join the coaching calls, obviously I'll help you, but at the same time I'll say to people, I'm like, well, what do you like based on your knowledge? What do you think you got to do? Because if I just give you stuff, you're never gonna be able to build out your own custom stuff. Like you said, like you've been able to build way more than this now because you've had the skills and the knowledge, which is great, you know. And
Yeah.
what were some of your favorite parts? What's some of your the best bits of it? Would you say?
Definitely a massive benefit of it is that how much easier it makes sales as well because your product is like
Ah, okay.
so much better. Like there's just a massive gap because it's just such a massive pain point, especially in my niche. So like sales has become like infinitely. I think Charlie says this. It's like you either have easy product, hard sales, or hard
Mm.
product, easy sales, and like that's obviously the better way, in my opinion, to do it. To have a hard product, easy sales, and that's definitely what we've got. So that's probably like the biggest benefit. And the net like oh I went to the mastermind as well. That was really really good. That was one of my big
Oh yeah, the
highlights.
CCM mastermind
Yeah,
earlier in the year. Yeah, yeah, yep.
yeah. So that was really really good. I got to meet some really really good people there, and that
Yeah,
really leveled me up. Helped increase my minimum standard massively,
good.
and
Love that.
yeah, it was super super helpful. That was.
Yeah, I need to do more of them. I said I was gonna do one at Christmas time, but just I've had so much other stuff going on that I haven't been able to organize it. But I do need to start leveraging them, like the in-person stuff. I think people love that. Everyone gave me really good feedback on that stuff. So
It was
yeah,
good fun.
and with the sales stuff as well, it's like you can actually rather than just be like, yeah, I can get you leads, and just like help you with your ads. It's like, hey, this is the report that we create for you. Show them the reporting dashboard. This is how we like you can show them more tangible things because you have this in your tool belt, you know, which is really powerful. So it definitely helps us out. It also gives you more confidence. If you're getting better results to your clients, you're way more confident with your sales and delivery. That's the reason why, like, I know I was the one that brought you on, but like one of my guys called Ryan, who's like one of my sales reps, he has so much conviction in the product because he just sees all these good results and like he just knows it works, you know, which is really nice.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, and so with the you said mentioned earlier about the 10K a month. You said so you were about 10K a month before starting, right?
Yeah.
Where are you now? I know you said you want to get to 100K, right? I think whereabouts are you now?
40K we did last month.
40K you did
This
last
is
month.
dollars. Yeah, I'll do it
Yeah,
in dollars because it makes my ego feel better.
yeah, no, cool. Yeah, no.
Uh,
But also, if you're working the year, I do everything in dollars because it's just easier. So yeah, 10
Everyone understands it.
yeah, 10K to 40K a month, which is obviously incredible. And you've honestly, man, like if I'm not to sound like a dick, but like it's still small. You already know this is still small scale. It's still you still so much room to grow.
Yep.
I even think 100K a month for agencies is like isn't that high. When you get to the multiple seven figures, that's when you start becoming real like a real agency owner. Up to that point, it's just sales and having a half decent product, you know. Um,
Yep.
yeah, I'm so excited for you. It's gonna be
It's
it's
yeah,
gonna
it's
be
not like it doesn't feel good. Like it just feels like with just minimum standards are really, really risen from like people like CCM being a big part of this, the people you're around, like
yeah,
just really leveling. Like you get to be around a lot of like 100K a month agencies, so
yeah,
it's really helps raise your standards, which is the main thing. Like it doesn't feel good. It feels
yeah.
like below minimum standard, which is what you
Yeah,
need.
yeah. Even me, man. We're like we hit 100K CCM a few months back, and we're growing. And even
Nice
now,
man.
it's just like you're constantly like, okay, we'll get to 250 now. Now we'll get to this. Now it's like it's constant. You got to be careful of it at the same time. You got to take a step back and appreciate everything. But
I don't know. I don't know if you do.
I don't know if you do either. Well, no, I don't think
I feel like
anyone
people just
ever.
say this, but like, it depends on what you want. Like, if you want to feel happy, okay, sure, go for it. But if you want to go as far as you can, it probably just serves you to just keep on raising it up and up and up and up and just
It's
never be
true,
satisfied.
but ultimately you're doing that because you want to get to a goal where you feel happy, right? Like
Or
that's
just
kind of
fill a
like
hole inside you and not feel
yeah,
insecure.
exactly that. Exactly that. You're always trying to fill this hole, and it's like it's the reason why Hormozy, even though he did $100 million book launch, like literally made $105 million cash in that launch, he's still working like a lunatic. I
But
don't
the
know.
thing is like Hormozy, and I do resonate with this a lot. And this is a problem that I fell into. Like I had this problem for a very long time. Is that I just actually really like to work because it's when my mind's quiet. And I think he
Yeah,
definitely says about it that he has a similar thing. Like when I go to bed and I'm just like, oh yeah, 15 hours, let's fucking go. Like that was a lot of work. That's when I feel my best. Like that's when I'm not guilty. It's just when my mind's as
So
quiet
true.
as it can. So I
So
just think
true.
that like you want I've something that I've had to focus on more is like actually focusing on the goal more because I just used to just like working like being busy, but now I've kind of matched the both where it's like okay, I hate doing low leverage tasks and I love and I hate not being busy. So then if you hate so then you're only working on high leverage shit for a very long time and then it's like you can that's why that's been the biggest shift. It wasn't how hard I was working, it's how smart I'm working about 2 months ago because we've been doubling like consistently the last 2 3 months.
Yeah, it's it's so mate, we've got such a similar mind with that. I hate doing like if there's like a task that's like a daily task, like that just makes no it's like I call it like digging holes. It's like if you go out in your garden and you just dig holes, will you make money? Like no, but you can but you're working, right? Like so I always try and like think there's like is this a digging holes task or is this like a real actual building something task? And
And
that's
then
what
just delegate it.
yeah,
Like
exactly that
like
man. And
tracking I was like filling in my finance tracker, my marketing tracker myself. And then like this weekend I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not doing this shit anymore. My EA is now doing it. It's just like because you
yeah.
just need to. So then if you can have that mindset, it's really gonna level you up massively.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, man. I love that. And how are your so going back to CCM with the
Yeah.
systems and stuff? Like how obviously Francesca's now got you said you got four ISAs. Love that. How are they
We have
finding the system?
five.
You got five.
Well, we
Love
have a
that.
coordinator as well. So she's
Yep.
like
Patient
we have
coordinator.
we have this lady called Samantha, and like she's like this person. She's like kind of like a black cat. Like she can do onboarding, she can do coordinator, and she can do CSR. Well, ISA, CSR, same thing.
Yep.
Chiropractic sales rep is what we call them, and
Love that. Love that.
yeah, it's niched. So that's really helpful having her. But yeah, she like because we have these client calendars where they don't integrate go high level. So she's the one who like she coordinates between the two. So but we actually did have someone who's like taking a month break, so we're kind of teetering, but we're hiring like three more right now, and then we're gonna fire like one or two of them, just like to find the best. I mean, we set really good expectations of them. We're like, you're fighting for this position.
Yep.
If you want to be part of the team, go hard at it, and if you don't, then it just means you get left with the best, which is something that you mentioned to me to do.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And how are they finding the system?
Yeah, really good, really good.
Yeah.
It's yeah, they come in and it doesn't take like we can ramp them up without doing anything because we have it all SOP. We give them access to the appointment set mastery, and they go through that, and then we get someone like ready to go in a week, and they have a lot of like niche knowledge. They get trained up, and yeah,
Sick.
it's quite easy. So yeah, it just means you're not reliant on because I know there's some people who they lose their best like ISA, and then it's just like everything goes to shit. Like you can't have that. So you need to
So
build good
true.
systems.
It's so true. And with the hiring process, obviously talk about a lot about hiring. How are you find like did you get using the hiring process in CCM? How are you finding all that?
We use some of the hiring process in CCM and some from another program,
Cool.
but we use the appointment setter mastery, like that specific training that we give
All
to
that.
our yeah.
Love
So
that.
that's how we help ramp them up. Like that teaches them all about the system, and then we give them like the niche knowledge and all that side of things,
Love that.
which is really helpful. They review like your call reviews, which is good.
Cool.
But yeah, hiring, we just we run ads to get them. Just run
Yeah, I'm
ads.
actually gonna. Because obviously, we mostly look at LinkedIn ads, and then a few people have said they're doing the same system, like the same. They basically got the same spreadsheet and everything that we give them, but then they're just using Facebook ads rather
Yeah,
than.
that's what we do. Facebook.
Oh, cool, sick. So I'm gonna put something in the mod in the program about the Facebook ad stuff. I never had to use it. LinkedIn always worked fine for me, but other people said they got better results with Facebook. So I think adding both of them into Call Center Mastery CCM will be good. So yeah, that's awesome, dude. This is great. But before we jump off, is there anything? If there's someone's on, I always say this at the end. If someone's on the fence and they're
Yeah.
thinking of joining CCM and they're maybe like not too sure if the value's there, whatever. What would you say to people to basically recommend CCM?
You really do need to like if you're going to be serious about if you're going to build something like this, so you're going to have ISAs, you're going to have a team of that does the calls. You need to collapse that time frame. You really do because you're literally like you pay with money, you pay with time. I mentioned this. This is like probably the main thing of this call is that, and you have to like the best people. They all just pay like when they have a problem, they just pay with money, not time, because
Mm,
like it will make you more money. Like, do you think if you put the investor money into this, it will make its money? Like unless you mess up you will not be poorer later on down the line after paying for this because you just
mm,
learn way too much that you become like there's massive moat around you as a person, and it's like you get a lot of character traits, you get in the right rooms. So yeah, it's very very important.
yeah, I love that, man, dude. Thank you so much for doing this. You've been Absolutely. So I know you're a busy guy as well, scaling up as well. So yeah, I really
That's why I'm in
appreciate
this
your time.
living room because we're recording B2B ads right now. So this isn't my office. Everyone probably thinks, damn, this guy's got a massive office. It goes all the way over here. But no, I'm in the living room because we like it's a bit more spacious.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's just a green screen, right? You're actually in
Yeah,
Thailand.
I'll put it down.
No, dude, thank you so much for jumping on. As usual, if you need anything, jump on the calls. Shoot me a message if you need any help with anything, and I'm here as usual, man. I'm excited to keep seeing you grow.
Appreciate it, man.
Cool.
It's a bit.
Easy, man. Bye.